All right, now welcome to SC Custom Designs. And Steve, what in the world are we looking at this point? Besides my sign. All right, we are in the middle of, or whatever, we're in a series where we are making a sleigh bed headboard. So I cut it out of stock that is 2 by 12. And as you can see, we're quite along the journey here. So we cut them out on the bandsaw, and we joined them up with tape in between, and then I pinned them with a 23 gauge pin gun, so these pieces are going to stay exactly where I need them to. Because at that point, I then took it over to the drum sander over there. Okay. So then as I was sanding, I thought, let's go ahead and stop and give my viewers some more tips. And, you know, as we get closer and closer to the finish, you want to do something like this. You want to draw lines and score so you can visibly watch the piece, the pencil marks going away evenly. You're also going to want to make sure, as you're sanding with your drum sander, that it is indeed going to be making straight up and down shaping, because that's technically what I'm doing at this point. All right, so you can see pretty close. There's some areas that need some more attention, like this piece here, this area here. Well, then I came across a situation where I thought, I need to make the bottoms exactly straight. So I achieved that by coming over on the chop box and went, boom, that was quick. But it became a challenge, if you've been watching the previous ones, getting this done correctly. And let me tell you how I did that. I just had to stop and think about this. Let's see, if this were just a 2 by 4 or whatever, straight edges, it's a no-brainer. Bring it over to table saw. So I have this unit here. I think that this is from my Sawsmith many years ago. This is a Delta contractor table. So this here, I just held on to it because I really like the idea that I can squeeze down on the stock and hold it in place. In theory, you can just squeeze this, and that's what puts the pressure on this here once you've locked it down here. Okay, so that's how that works. Now I needed to push this piece through. I didn't do it live because, well, honestly, I really needed to concentrate. I do all my own videoing, so that's what I did. Now, watch this. Let's set it down like this and move along. Perfect, my friends. So, how I achieved that was I came over to the chop box. I made myself a wedge. Okay. I then wedged the wedge between the stock and the clamp, and then I took 2 Jorgensen vices because I know these hand clamps can really squeeze tightly. And I clamped here and I clamped here. I was then able to carry out this process. So I am very, very pleased at the results. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that tip. There's always going to be a way to do a thing. You just have to sometimes just stop and think about it. And this isn't what I do every day for, my job. I'm a QA software guy. In the daytime and weekends and lunches and nights, I'm down here in the wood shop. So we're moving right along. But I thought I really needed to stop and share that information with you, how I achieved that. Thanks for watching SC Custom Designs. Hopefully you like what you see. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe. We really appreciate that. Take care. God bless.